Happy Wednesday! The week goes by so fast. I actually felt like it was Friday. So we had really nice consolidation overnight. We haven't done much. We've been basically within a, like 10-point range. Oh, 80-point range. So that gives us good hope for manipulation at market open to find the real direction today. What I'm really thinking is that we got this 15-minute here and we got this 15-minute here. We also have an hour here and an hour here, but I marked up the 15s because the 15s close faster. So I'm thinking that what we're gonna do is wait on price. So if we close above this 15-minute or this hour at 10 o'clock, we are gonna look for something like this. So we close above, we go down, we go back up to all-time highs. Okay, that's an option. Or if we close below this, we're going to do something like this. So close below, down to this. So this low here obviously gives us less reward than this. But if we're looking for confirmation before our trades, this is the best way. Yesterday we did very good with our patience. Our patience plus watching the delta turned us on to that short. It was a subjectively, it was a mechanically A+ setup because we swept liquidity and we delivered from a higher time frame fair value gap. So that makes it A+. No chop, very good momentum. But because we're at all-time highs, that would subjectively make it a B. That would make it a B setup subjectively. So basically that's what Ryan says. His data tells him that when he goes short at all-time highs, then he loses, which is fair. However, I like to be a lot more subjective with my all-time highs. And if we have a gap above, we have a gap below, or we're seeing a lot of absorption, then I'm happy to go short. So I'm cool with calling that an A+ setup. But I did go back and watch the stream because I saw that he took the same setup, and I wanted to see what he had to say. That long setup that I took was actually a very bad setup. Because what happened was, here, let's go back. We're just waiting for market open now. Not too much going on. Don't like to trade pre-market. So this was our 930 wick. Okay, this was one liquidity. This was another liquidity. We traded between both of them. We swept this liquidity and we went down to sweep this one. After sweeping this one where I sold, well, I covered my short, then we had a 2-minute long. And to me, it looked amazing. We swept liquidity. We had all-time highs. I thought that that was a banger. However, both of these are protected. So we have no good targets. We sweep the liquidity here to go up to a protected high, which is very high resistance. It's actually a rejection block. So not the best. The short was good. And had I waited around, what we could have waited for, and I was kind of looking for that, but was a 15-minute close here. So this 15-minute close, because look, we tapped into it 1, 2 times. We came down, couldn't reach it, came down again. So I figured that and I did say that, was that all of this liquidity here was very high resistance. They're all protected. So if we're going to come down, like we got a knife, we got a death candle, we got a knife through that, and that's literally what happened. So that 15-minute here broke. And what you could have done was taken a short here. I looked at it. There wasn't really any setups off that 15-minute inversion. See, price got so choppy. We inversed it. Oh, where was it? We inversed it somewhere. Anyway, There was no setup. It was here. You had this, which was like a 15-second, or this one, but we don't trade that. We just look at those. And even PM, because of this big expansion move down, we just really just chopped. I don't trade PM though. I just like New York market open. So, oh look, this looks not bad, but it's invalid. Even the 30-second, not good. No real sweep of liquidity. What I think we're going for right now is this intermediate term high, which is a high inside of a fair value gap. So what I imagine, what I'm going to guess is going to happen is we're going to come up, we're going to go like this, and then we're going to go down, we're going to close below this. Something like that. I really do feel like we are bearish. Yesterday we put in our low of week on Tuesday, so normally Tuesdays we do notice that the market dumps. So we have our low of week, but last Wednesday we dumped on Tuesday. Oh, I wondered why I was getting no noises. Anyway,
go to a website you love.
Last week we dumped on Tuesday, and then Wednesday came back and swept Tuesday's low. So still a possibility. See what happens. ES is really coming for that intermediate term high. It's a high inside of 1 hour. It's a the 4 hour still going. I mean, yeah, if we close above this 4 hour, like obviously we're going to all-time highs, but we've got a 4 hour, we've got 2 1 hours, we've got a 15-minute, an obvious 15-minute. So I guess we'll see. Well, let's just take another quick look back here. So yeah, if ES closes above this at 10 o'clock, we still got this here. So I'm not really too worried about being bullish today because we do have a lot to inverse to go up. However, taking this here and then closing below this would really give us good idea to go short. We don't have any other fair value gaps that we can use to inverse to go down. 3 minutes to market open. I'm gonna really quickly go pee.
Stop ES sell.
You guys can listen to my book map noises. I'll just be a minute. For all of you wondering how I did that so fast, no, I do not wash my hands. Washing your hands is for people that wear COVID masks alone driving in their car. Okay, we had some couple nice little highs here. And also too, structure looks bearish to me. Make a high, come down, make another not high, come down, blah blah blah. Something like that. Oh, market open already. And we're trading around VWAP too, so if we're gonna look for our inversion, we want to make sure. We want to make sure that we're not going against VWAP. So ES came up and swept that London high. So we have an SMT to go short. Oh, not London.
Iceberg
Pre-market.
ES5.
So we have an SMT to go short. However, I am just going to wait on my zones.
Sweep NQ buyers.
Unless we hit this and get a really textbook play, but...
Stop ES sell.
So 25,000 on NQ, and then we've got around
Stop NQ buy.
25,030 are some orders that are sitting there. ES has a lot of orders above, but I'm not quite sure what that means. So as ES is dumping, we've got green delta. So kind of confusing.
Stop NQ buy. Sweep NQ buyers.
Oh, no, ES is paused. Damn it. There we go. I like to put my computer on sleep so I can do a little meditation
Stop
before
NQ
this.
buy. Stop NQ buy.
All right, so now we're hitting that intermediate term high. So now let's see what happens. So if we do get a really textbook play, I will take a short here. However, I'm just going to wait.
Stop NQ buy. Sweep NQ buyers.
Because then what would the draw be? You could take a short down to here. We have relative equal lows plus a London low. But otherwise, all of this up is kind of just a void. Oh, we've got another intermediate term high here on the 5-minute. Nothing on the 15. So let's mark this 5-minute out because that looks important. So yeah, we've got a high inside of a fair value gap that has not been swept. Okay, so we can delete this one. Perfect. Keep our charts clean. We're running away from that 1 minute, so I'm going to delete that. All right, so we went right for that 5-minute. And otherwise, 1 hour above.
Stop NQ buy. Stop NQ buy.
Delta's really green. So we had 252 down. And then about 700 up in a bunch of different squares. Okay, let's take a look at ES. Oh, ES is still dumping. Okay, this might look good for a short. But ES is at VWAP, so... A 3-minute wouldn't be bad.
Sweep
When does this
NQ
close?
buyers.
Oh, it just started. We still got some time on that.
Absorption NQ sellers.
So ES is dumping, NQ is, oh, I did not open up my MNQ. But ES is at VWAP, so. Like ideally you'd want both of these, like you could go break even here when we hit this gap. But look at ES. Let's just see. How many more seconds? We still got a fair amount of seconds on that candle. The 2 minute doesn't look bad. All right, so depending how this closes, I will get in. So let's look at this. Unless it's invalid, then I won't get in. Okay, that's a really big reward on that one. This would be our BE, so it's not the best break even. Nah, we never got the close. This is our London low. Let's take a look at the 2 minute. So the 2 minute would have to be here, but that is fucking huge. I wouldn't go for this 1 minute anymore. It's too many candles now. So minus 144, and then the next square was plus 142. Oh, this looks nice.
Stop ES sell.
What's the risk on that? 90. No, we're not closing below that. So best thing to do would be to wait for this 3 minute here. The 3 minute has a good break even point, which is that 930 wick. It's got really nice risk to reward. We're only at 50 ticks, which is basically the kind of stop loss I like to use. Well, 1 to 5 RR. I don't normally go for that big of RR. However, what ES looks like it's doing, I'm not too sure. So where's our London low? Our London low's here. ES swept Asia. No, ES did not. ES has Asia and London lows still intact. But a lot of times what we see when we see these uncorrelated markets is that ES is reaching for something to go up. To go the other way. So the markets being uncorrelated isn't good for us. We got about another minute here on this 3 minute, but it does not look like it's going to inverse. So again, all we got to do is wait. Oh, I shouldn't delete that yet. We'll wait till that 3 minute
Sweep
closes.
and Q sellers.
So the issue here now is that we chopped around so much that if we close below this, we could literally just reject this. So we could close below and then reject this and then hit our stop loss. So, but if we look at ES right now, ES is pushing up. Delta's red on ES. NQ, it's pretty neutral. Plus 40, plus 72, minus 40. And this next
Sweep and Q buyers.
is filling up.
Stop and Q buy. Stop and Q buy. Sweep and Q buyers.
So also too, what we could say is that we bounced
Sweep
off our
and Q
first
buyers.
presented fair value gap. Okay, let's look to the left. What do we got? 5 minute, 5 minute. This is the 15. So I guess what we'll do is we'll wait for that 15 minute to form. Okay, we can delete this now. I just know that when our trade comes, it is going to scream at us. We're not going to be confused. We're not going to worry. Is this our trade? We'll just know. So this could actually be considered a good manipulation candle to take down too. We'll delete this now. Delete this. But we still have time before either the 15-minute or the... Oh, okay. The 15-minute or the 1 hour closes. All right, this is looking good. A good break-even point here. I mean, ideally we want to take it all the way down to here. That's a monster trade, though. Not really what I go for. However, I would not be opposed. And if we're looking at both indexes, I would say this really is the place to go short. So we swept an intermediate term high. We left equal highs. All right, as long as it's not invalid, I will take this. As long as it closes below and it's not invalid, I will take this. Because we have a lot of liquidity below. Okay, sell.
Order filled.
So break even is here, and we're gonna try to take it as far as we can. We'll watch our delta. We'll watch everything. Here's our risk to reward. Not too bad. You could even, because the R to R is so high, you could put up there, but I don't really do the swing highs myself. And here is a really great break-even point. Because this is a very great break-even point. And what can we look at? So this realistically would be A+. This would be A+. Swept liquidity, delivering from higher time frame, 15-minute, 1 hour. SMT with ES, bearish. We are above VWAP, good BE. Delta looks good to go down. So all the reasons why this is A+. However, as we watch this, let's just see what happens. So Delta's still looking very nice to go down. This is my executing on MNQ, but I watch the charts on NQ because that's just how everybody does it. There is a difference between MNQ and NQ. MNQ has a lot less volume. So if you're charting your levels and you're looking at your levels, then you really want to use NQ. So what we'll do is buy 3 here, sell the rest here, because I believe that this is the draw. So let's watch our trade play out. Depending on how this candle goes, I might wait until this here to go break even. And if we close below, then we'll see.
Stop ES buy.
Oh, what's ES hitting? Oh, no, we're just below. Look, we didn't hit any liquidity. Hit this. Oh. So delta on that one candle was pretty big to go up. But still not canceling out all our other deltas. That's a huge buyer bubble though. Delta on ES is still really red. However, I will get ready to close this in about 25 seconds if it does pull back on us.
Stop NQ sell.
Four seconds. Oh, okay. We got to close this.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. One loss. No, everything closed above. It could still go now. Oh, did it close above on NQ? Yeah, it did. No! That delta, though, on that candle was pretty high. So let's just wait. We didn't meet any of our conditions, but I figured if we're trading within this range here, then a good short would be worth it.
Stop ES buy.
Okay, so we can delete this now. And we can check our higher time frame.
Sweep NQ sellers.
This kind of just sucks though if it came down and it didn't want to sweep the liquidity
Sweep NQ buyers.
before just
Stop
pumping.
NQ buy.
Alright, well we have all our levels. All we're just going to do now is
NQ
wait.
buyers.
So I'm going to wait for either of those levels to break. A monster candle on ES. I guess ES swept this low inside the fair value gap. That might have been a good break-even point.
Sweep NQ sellers. Absorption
Oh,
NQ
and then
buyers.
we have support building here at 112. So support. This is support that brings us up. So if we do close above this, then really we could take the trade to the next 1 hour gap. We did create a lot of trend line liquidity here. ES coming back up to this level. 3 minute doesn't look bad, but we didn't really sweep anything. We could close above the 4 hour. No, we didn't sweep anything. We're just delivering.
Sweep NQ sellers. Sweep NQ buyers. Sweep NQ buyers.
Okay. I don't know how much I like it though. We didn't sweep anything. This is just an A setup. There's nothing. This is just a huge fucking void. So, while it's an IFVG and I am somewhat slightly bearish, we're just gonna have to wait. It's set for 5 minis. I've accidentally sent that. Well, not 5, but 3.
This Team Burger, it's only $4.99 right now.
$4.99. Steal of a deal.
Right now, Team Burgers are just $4.99 at A&W.
私がついていますから安心してください。
I've got no idea what it wants to do.
Stop NQ buy. Sweep NQ buyers. Sweep NQ sellers.
Lots of icebergs. About 6 minutes here until the 10 hour closes. Let's see if those 15 minutes close above. I don't think they did. No, okay, so the 15 minute and the 1 hour are gonna close at the same time. And they look to be the same. So if that does close, we can take a confirmation setup long. Will we go to all-time highs today? How far are we? ES is lagging behind.
Nightbot Sid, have you heard the rumor going around about butter? Never mind, I shouldn't spread it.
So if we look at the 1 hour on NQ and we look at the 1 hour on ES, I don't know how I feel. Okay, about 4 minutes here. I do find 10 o'clock as a very important time for trading. So let's see. And the market somehow seems to know as we're coming up to 10, as we're closing those hours, because we wait to put in those moves. So if the market's waiting, we should be waiting.
Iceberg NQ sell. Sweep NQ buyers. Absorption NQ sellers.
And while we don't have anything on the 15-minute time frame to go up, we do have that 1 hour. So looks already like we will close above that 4 hour. Just a bunch of chop. But the market's so
Sweep
smart,
NQ
it
sellers.
could hit this and then just go down. It's an untapped fair value gap. There's nothing there. Let's check ES. 6780. So right here are those orders. Teldo's really not looking that green. On NQ, yeah. But on ES, no. I'm really glad I did not put my stop at the swing high. Okay, 1 more minute here. Actually, less than that. $15 seconds. So the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15-minute, that big one all closed the same time. Oh, which is now. It just closed. 1 hour closed above. 15-minute closed above. Okay, so now we can look for a confirmation long. However, I still would be careful for this. Oh my god, my book map is behind. What the fuck is going on? stop.
Sweep NQ buyers.
Oh,
Sweep ES buyers.
there.
Stop NQ buy.
Oh, my
Stop
bookmap
NQ
was
buy.
paused.
Stop ES buy. Absorption NQ sellers.
So we took that 780 still there. But now we're punching that 1 hour. We don't have any liquidity levels up there. But because we've never hit this 1 hour,
Sweep NQ sellers.
then it does make me believe we could go down. So the condition was we would go long if we inverse this. However, we have this. So. I guess within the next hour we could go. We could do this.
Sweep NQ buyers.
Oh, ES still has that 4 hour. ES did not close above the 4 hour. ES did not close above any of them. This might just be a fake out long to go short. All right.
Sweep NQ buyers. Iceberg NQ sell. Absorption NQ sellers.
The delta's really high though. Plus 280, plus 500, plus 300, plus 500. NQ's kind of fizzling. $10 o'clock, we could get our 10 a.m. reversal. Especially since ES didn't close above anything. We really did pump in the last 4 minutes on ES. But we don't have any confirmations here. The 1 hour didn't close. The 15-minute didn't close. So let's see what happens in the next 11 minutes.
Sweep NQ buyers. Absorption NQ sellers. Stop ES buy. Stop ES buy.
Another confirmation to go, if we do go down, it would be if this 25112 level, if all those 900 orders are removed. Because we could see it's created great support for us going up. So what I would imagine is that the market makers want to hit a level up there so that they can short. So what I'm keeping an eye on now is Bookmap, this 25112 level. Also looking at the delta, even though it's pretty green. NQ's starting to come in red, but I wouldn't short unless this at VWAP goes. Because we came down, and then as we came down, those orders all came in, and you can just see price just flew. And we do see that a lot with Bookmap. So ES reaching here for this 8.5 level. Otherwise, that's the last order on the books. So we can see this is a nice 2-minute gap. If we do get it. However, it would just be an A setup because we didn't sweep any liquidity. Unless ES did. But no, it doesn't look like it. 5, 15. We got a tiny 15 here. Very tiny. Nothing on the 1 hour. Back to the 5 minutes. Sometimes I miss things. 3 minute. Okay, we have a high inside a fair value gap here. Did we hit that already? No. 8.8. We have a high inside a fair value gap here, but it's very tiny. This looks a lot more obvious. No confirmation longs, plus we're seeing that volume is slowing down. Oh wow, really big red square here. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, why is it behind? It's always behind. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, 10:09, good. So that red square was at 10:04. So this candle here on ES was very red, but it was a green candle.
Iceberg ES sell.
Okay, ES has some support coming in here. Just below price. That could keep pushing us up. Even though we look like we're going to inverse this, we're only 10 minutes into the hour, so that could just create a huge wick. Okay, now we're seeing 800. Oh, 6,800. That's our all-time high.
Iceberg ES buy. Iceberg ES buy.
We don't really have any entries. We've got nothing. Nothing to go long.
Iceberg ES sell.
So minus 302 plus 576. So as we're coming
ESL.
down, price really we get those orders to bring us back in. Plus 222, minus 186 on NQ. So
Stop ES buy.
still fairly
Iceberg
neutral.
ES sell. Iceberg ES sell. Iceberg ES buy.
Okay, so ES
Iceberg
took that
ES buy.
intermediate term high on the 3
Iceberg
minute.
ES buy.
There's a 1 minute. I do like that 2 minute better. That's a much... Could do something like this. Take the 1 minute. Not bad. It's just an A setup though. I mean, you could argue the SMT with ES makes it a plus because ES swept liquidity. I wouldn't say we really have a good break even here. And I know I said longs if we close above that gap, but it really looks like we are fizzling out. Price is kind of, okay, we did close below it. Not 100% convinced though. Not 100% convinced. I wanted these orders to go away and I'd like the delta to be stronger, so I'm just gonna hold for a minute here. Still get in. Damn. All in one candle. Whatever, that's okay. This could give us a long, so I'm not gonna get any FOMO about it. This would be the break even. This is what I was gonna say is break even. Still, delta is not showing much. In fact, the delta looks better to go up. We didn't sweep any liquidity though. We're not delivering from any fair value gap. Delta's still pretty green. And all those orders are still there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 5 minutes away from my screen. I almost sent that order there, and then I almost said, fuck, because I didn't. So take a moment, take a walk away, come back. All right. Ooh, okay. Good mental break. Those orders are still there. So I would say this 2 minute. I don't think I measured that properly. Okay, not bad. So the 1 minute did hold, but I wasn't 100% convinced. Now the delta's looking better. What we could do, actually I didn't even do this. Let's find a range. So impulse leg. So a 2 minute kind of hits the 50% of this impulse leg. On the 5 minute, the impulse on the 15 is a lot bigger. We kind of got about 1 more minute. Oh, it's going to close now. Oh, the 3 minutes not bad. Oh, it just opened though. The delta looks very nice.
Sweep NQ buyers. Absorption NQ sellers.
Looking at the impulse leg on ES. Okay, but 1 more minute here till we can consider this. So ES swept a high, so with the SMT it is a plus. Where would we target? Well, unless those orders on NQ go away, then we can't target much. So about 20 seconds here. No, we didn't inverse it. Let's take a look at the 3 minute. No. Now we've just left a low inside of fair value gap. We have to see really big delta to go up because the delta has been going down. No, delta's not big enough. Order's still there. Yes, delta's still really red. Well, actually, if you
NQ buyers.
If you count the squares, it's neutral. Okay, we got 1 more minute to this 2 minute. If we inverse this 2 minute in this candle, I will go down. However, if it takes a couple more candles, then we're probably just going to go back up. Okay, didn't inverse it. The draw likely is all-time highs on ES. We got a bunch of 15 minutes below. Oh, fuck off. There's a hole somewhere in the walls and all these flies come in, and because the monitor and the computer are hot, they want to fly around my face. Okay, here. Oh, even if we take it back up to the high. Fuck off.
Stop NQ buy.
Alright, let's give this one a go.
Order filled.
To go long. So here's our IFEG. We inverse 2 1 minutes. We have a 2 minute here. Another minute on that 2 minute. Okay, 2 minute. I would like to add one more mini. It's my stop loss. Where's break even? It's kind of subjective. Let's go here for BE. Another reason why we can't really add. But not only does the delta look good, NQ's kind of coming back up, but ES looks very good. So delta looks good. We're following our plan of long above this 1 hour and 15. Okay, so there's the break even. However, I don't want it to break even and then snap back on me in just the same candle. So I'm just going to let it go just a little higher. Let's let this candle close. And if I do see anything turn against me, I will let go of this. Okay, I'm going to let go right now. So we have a 1 and a 2 minute. Damn. Kind of late to add. The add point would have been the close of the 2 minute. So. And I sent a mini because the stop loss was small. I kind of broke my rules with that 200 stop loss. So, fuck off. Okay, ES is going. But now it just swept this high. So if we're going to reverse, now would be the time. We are green on the day if we take our profits.
Stop ES buy.
Delta becoming neutral. Fuck off. All right, I'm going to close here.
Order filled.
Now we're break even on the day. Now watch it go to our take profit. I did not like the stalling. And I did not like the neutral delta. And I did not like that we swept this and made this candle. So had we closed above this with a strong candle, I would have held that, but nah. It could still go up. However, it's best to close out with our profits and try again. Delta really red. Okay, so now's the point where I'm hoping it really doesn't go up. So that was only an A setup. That was not A plus. We delivered from this 2 minute here. Now we are way too late to do anything. And our delta on NQ is not looking good to go up. On ES. NQ doesn't look too bad.
Stop ES buy.
Oh, damn. Oh, well.
Stop NQ buy.
Let's check Instagram.
Stop NQ buy. Stop NQ buy. Stop NQ sell.
Oh, thanks, Shelly. So the break-even point was here.
Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ sell.
So, yeah, that was our entry. Actually, our entry was here. So, are we going to hit break even? Okay, so we would have been stopped out at break even. Still, for a short, I'd really like to
Stop
see
NQ sell.
those 900
Sweep
orders
NQ
gone.
sellers. Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ sellers. Stop NQ sell.
So, let's see what we can see here. I don't really like this as an impulse leg. I mean, I guess, but generally the impulse legs look a lot more impulsy. I mean, if you were looking for a long from discount, could have used that. Could have used that. So technically our long was good. So just an A setup because we did not sweep liquidity. But we were delivering from discount. Momentum, no chop, especially through this first one. NES still has that. Still has this, which is also all-time highs on ES. Is it? Yeah, okay. Fuck, oh my god. This is why I list my streaming as comedy. Not only because I sometimes take bad trades, but because fighting flies while trading is also considered comedy. Delta's really red, no entry, no nothing. Didn't sweep anything, just delivering. Still an A plus. Sorry, still an A if we do take a short. Like this 2 minutes still looks good. Just we need one really big candle to go through it before I'd even consider it. And if I want to go down and take a nice RR trade, this on Bookmap has got to go. So no matter where you got your entry, that break-even stop would have been hit on the longs. We are so close to all-time highs, though, and NQ has got this level here on Bookmap, so we really could just pump up there. Building some type of support on ES at 6785. So what I would say another short opportunity would be if ES comes and take all-time high and NQ still sitting somewhere around here.
Stop NQ
Then
buy.
we can watch our delta and we could likely take a short. And if that fucking Bookmap level's gone. But right now, the delta is not telling us, it's just telling us that price is neutral. Oh wow, ES broke above everything. We still have about 3 hours and 20 minutes until this 4-hour closes. But ES is basically above the 1 hour, which it wouldn't break before. Above the 1 hour, Closed above all the 15s except even this tiny one here, and that's about it we've got on the fall. We look like we're gonna fall. Come on, one big candle, one big candle, one big candle. Even the 3-minute held. We have a intermediate term low on all the lower time frames. But we're really just chopping now. So good, decent liquidity. Good liquidity. This would be a high inside the 1 hour. So good liquidity, but we gotta do something. Not gonna take a trade here. ES just hit some liquidity on Bookmap. However, the delta's really red.
Iceberg ES buy.
Dream scenario, ES come hit this all, hit that all-time high all in one candle, and then Q doesn't move out of this range, and then we move down. Come on, you got this.
Sweep and Q buyers.
$30 seconds. Let's see. Will we close?
Stop and Q sell.
I saw my friends text me about that long. So good job, Samaya. Good job, friends. I didn't see it till after because I have my phone on silent, but it's good to see. Oh, come when he wakes up, please. I will come right as he wakes up, please. Cloudy.
Stop and Q buy.
All right, so we gotta wait for one of these. These are our conditions right now, this and this. What did I take? I took a loss and I took a win. So still within our rules to take one more trade. However, when I find that we've taken one loss, one win, price action's kind of not the best, then sometimes I do just like to come back tomorrow. Well, definitely sucks. It is better to come back tomorrow and try again. Every time I get out of my time frame. Oh, go away. So really red on ES, 332, minus 332, minus 294, minus 304, minus 812. However, we have not moved. So that signals a lot of absorption. So the sellers are coming in and the buyers are absorbing it. On NQ, very neutral. So interesting SMT there. Fresh new candle. Too many candles to inverse now. I mean, not really, but it'd have to be a knife.
Stop NQ sell.
So like I said, Delta on ES looks really good. Still fairly neutral on NQ. Two minutes till that one closes. Okay, now
Stop NQ sell.
Now I see the sellers.
Stop NQ sell. Stop NQ buy.
Oh, they all just got absorbed. Yes, the last 5,000 contracts have been very neutral. To me, if you ask me, it looks like it's gonna fall. But let's check our impulse leg. Where's the where's the discount? So ES has a while to go for discount. Yeah, way too many candles to inverse. So we're not even going to touch this. We're going to delete this. This is not happening for us. So now we're just going to wait. What we could do is we could sweep this, which is an intermediate term low on the 3, the 2, the 3, and the 5 minute. ES never swept it either. But nice intermediate term low. And we could use that sweep to go back up. Coming into the macro now in 2 minutes. Could this work? Yes, but it is like a B setup. It's just an inverse. We didn't sweep any liquidity. Now we're just pattern trading. So don't want to be a pattern trader. Delta's still really very red.
Iceberg ES sell.
Come on, you can do it. Do something. Yeah, a lot of absorption from ES. So we get a big candle down, we get a big delta down, we get a big delta up. Okay, so now we're sweeping it. Kind of swept it.
Sweep NQ sellers. Sweep NQ sellers.
So ES closed above every 15 minute. Now we're coming up to the 1 hour. So that 1 hour fair value gap is a little bit high. But this could be actually a very good time for a reversal, because as we're coming up to the end of the hour and we've punched that 1 hour with the way everything's looking. Oh, don't do that to me.
Stop NQ buy.
Those orders are still there. Actually, we're printing new ones at 155. Somewhere down here.
Sweep NQ sellers. Absorption NQ sellers.
Okay, now that we've swept that, depending on delta, depending
Absorption
on
NQ sellers.
lots of stuff, we might be able to go up. However, it does not look like we want to go up. Could also wait for that 155 level to be hit. Okay, so now we've swept this, we can delete it. NQ, actually, the delta's not looking too bad. But those orders down there might tell us a different story, so. That's the falling noise. That's prices falling noise. So yeah, let's see what happens at 11, because that could really solidify our theory that we generally like to hit a fair value gap once, especially the last one in the leg, and that we do not like to close above it until the second time around. That's a theory that I have. Last gap in the leg, one punch, go the opposite way. Yeah, so look, so now that 3 minute is, the 2 and the 3 minute is closed below, but one thing I said at the start of the week, oh, we didn't check the 5 minute, was that I only wanted to take light bulb setups with good momentum. And I wanted to plan my trade and trade my plan. So don't like that. I don't like that at all. Can you take it and maybe it'll work? Sure. But reviewing my trades from last week tells me do not do that, Samaya. So ES still really hasn't hit that.
Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ sellers.
We'll give it about another 14 minutes here. I'll wait till the end of the macro and then I'll log out.
Iceberg ES sell. Stop NQ buy.
This one wasn't a bad V shape, but it was more of a pattern trade. We didn't sweep anything. We kind of just formed a V shape. And really what we like to see is in this macro, we like to see delivery. Which we are not seeing. Orders are still, that 904 orders are still there. Delta on NQ is leaning slightly bullish. However, ES keeps coming in with these really big red squares. So that's probably a consequence of all-time highs. So another minute here for that 1 hour to close. That 1 hour on ES. Here, I'll show you guys. A little bit of a messy chart. We're still waiting on that. It looks like it's definitely going to close below, even though we came up to the end of it. And we have these orders here at 92. So whether that's pushing price down or bringing price up, we haven't figured that out yet. So yeah, good thing we did not take that 2 minute. Good thing we did not
Stop
take.
NQ buy.
Oh, there's a 2 minute. Okay, that closes in 2 minutes. Not bad. 1 minute. Let's see a delta flip.
Stop NQ buy.
Okay, delivering from a 15. Okay, this looks good. What's the risk on that?
Order filled.
All right, let's do it. Oh, motherfucker. This thing always gets to me. It's a very nice candle. So what's our risk on this? Not a lot. Where's our break even? I will go break even here. So this would be considered A+.
What a spectacular sight. You know, there's another dazzling sight in Canada.
Fuck off. Delivery from 15, all-time high, very close on ES. Delta looking good to go up, good BE. Perfect. And I'm gonna set my thing here because I always struggle with getting my wicks. Always getting wicked out before my take profit, and we've got very nice R to R on this, so I will not be greedy. Well, you could do break even here. I prefer this. This stands out to me as a spot to reject. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch ES closely. Once we hit this high here, if we hit the high on ES before we hit our break even on NQ, then I will go break even on NQ. But until then, let's just watch and see. Delta looks very good. Okay, there's our break even. I'm gonna go break even. So now, if ES hits our high of day,
Stop
and
ES
NQ
buy.
looks very
Stop NQ
far from it, I will close my position and take my profits because we have a we're already at 1 to 2.5. So no point to be greedy, but we also want to let our trades run when we can. And if this one hits me at BE, I will literally cry. Don't do that to me. It's okay. Let's just watch. Right now, ES is hitting a... Oh my god. Why is it behind? Oh, fuck me, man. I'm watching an old book map. Oh. Man, we had such good profit on that. You motherfucking cunt. Mm. Wow. So that candle, the delta was much nicer. The up delta is still better than the down delta. We're at about 3,000 up delta. So I'm just gonna hold this here. And if we get an engulfing candle, if this one engulfs that one, maybe I'll add to my position. I really gotta check my timing on that book map. Oh, we have support at 150. NQ it has support coming in. And this could be a 30-second. We could add here. Let's see. Are we going to close above it on the 30-second? No. I like to do that. If I take a 1 minute and then we retrace, I will add on the 30-second. Okay, I'm just going to be patient. If I get stopped at break even, that's okay because we've done pretty good today. Oh, do I want to add so high? Do I have any other reasons to add? Because if I add now, my trade could go against me. And I could actually be less than break even on the day. Oh. I could go in with a couple micros. But that's high to add. Oh, I see why. See that? Okay. So this 1 minute gap here would have been good for our break even too. So we had a pretty good break even. We have a 1 minute gap here, which I kind of missed. It's pretty tiny.
Stop NQ sell. Sweep NQ buyers.
Sweep NQ buyers. Okay, let's look. Is this paused again? So I will literally fucking lose it. What's the delta looking like? ES is really slowing down. Once we get to somewhere around here, I will trail my stop to this candle. And also, if ES just hits this high and looks like it wants to turn around, then I will also just exit my position and take my profits. Also, if delta flips and we see really red delta, I will also exit my position. However, we do look fairly good to go up. Did we close above that 1 minute? No, we didn't. Oh, it's a big one. How did I miss that? Okay, this last minute here, if we don't close above this 1 minute, then I will just exit. If we wick it and then we start to come down, we've got about 25 seconds here, so I'm getting ready to close my position in the event that that 1 minute does not close. Otherwise, we've got no other fair value gaps in the way. The 2 minute and the 1 minute will close. Oh, it did not close. Oh, it also did not close. The 2 minute closing,
Order
exiting.
filled.
All right, cool. Good job, guys. Oh, that was an interesting trade. What the fuck happened to my book map today? What book map are you guys watching? Perfect. That was great.
Stop and Q sell.
Perfect. So still great. 2.5 RR. So let me take a screenshot of this. I haven't been taking notes of my trades because I'm streaming. I just do the streaming. It could still very well go to our profit target. However, I'm happy with our progress today. And even though we did have to be very patient, it's very good to work on our patience. So let's take a moment now and say thank you to me for showing up every day. Thank you to me for having the courage to take my setups. And thank you so much to the market for giving us this opportunity, not only to invest in ourselves, but to invest in our future of freedom.
Absorption and Q buyers. Sweep and Q sellers.
Have an amazing day.